This is a demonstration of contacts and organizations management in Neudash. As part of a visa application, there's usually a few different contacts involved. There's always a primary applicant, and in case of a sponsored visa, there is usually also a sponsor person as well as a sponsor company. This is where contacts and organizations come in play. Maybe to quickly review where those entities will be used. If we go to cases and create a new case, you'll first choose the type of visa, but then you have this section here where you choose the different people involved. The primary applicant, sometimes there's a partner involved or dependents, and then there's sponsor contact as well as sponsor organization. Now, when we start creating a case, we can actually also just from this screen here, from this wizard, create a new person. And so let's say this new person that we're gonna add is Donald Duck. We have the different fields that we can fill in. You can choose a gender. There's also birth date that you can choose, as well as an email address. Now, an email address is required in case we want to allow that person to access the customer portal. If not, then we can create a contact without an email. And so now I simply create the contact. That content now is created in the system. It'll call out here that you can't grant access because we left out the email address. Same for the sponsor organization. We can also create a new. So this is DuckTales, the company that we create. We can choose a primary contact that goes with this. Let's say Donald Duck is the primary contact, and so we'll create an organization, and so that's selected here now. Now we could go through and create this application, but what's more interesting is to actually look at the areas in the application where you find contacts and organizations. So in the left sidebar under practice, you find contacts and organizations as menu. Under contacts, you have a way to filter, and you can create new contacts. So that's the same form that we've seen before, just in the context of the contact management. And then you can go in and edit contacts. So I could now go to Donald Duck that we created previously and add an email address to that. So under organizations, you can find the organizations that were previously created, as well as you see the primary contacts assigned for these different organizations. As well as you can create a new organization. So this really just showed those two different concepts inside the system.